Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be another trans topic. Thank God I am back on my grind with these types of videos. I definitely have been posting some other stuff and I took a break. So I'm excited to get back, be able to sit down and talk with you guys. If you are new here, hi, I am Bella. Nice to have you here visiting my channel. And if you've been here before, welcome back. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to press the subscribe button, the like button, and give me a comment down below. I will be doing a question and answer video coming soon. If you could just leave some questions in the comments down below, I would love that so much. We'll have a lot of fun with that video. Make sure to follow my Instagram right here on the screen. Okay, let's just get right into it. I am deciding to do this topic because I feel like it's kind of different. I think it's a bold topic to do, and some of my reasoning is a little bit bold, but I think it's really cool. I think it's cool to start a conversation about this. Basically, why do I think some trans women can be like thirsty or desperate or put up with more than a cis woman in some cases? Not all trans women, some trans women. I am generalizing when I'm talking about this. It does not apply to everybody, and maybe you do one of these things, but not all of them. And if I do mention someone's name in this video, I am not talking bad about them. I am not trying to like come for them or like spill the tea or any of that stuff. Like, I'm just trying to give some references. The main reason that trans women can either settle or be thirsty or whatever terminology you want to use is because for the majority of their life, they weren't seen as the gender that they are inside. So because they were constantly presenting as male or female, and maybe they're attracted to the opposite gender, or maybe they're attracted to the same gender, whatever it is, it's hard to be in a relationship before you transition because you truly aren't who you are. You don't feel like you look like yourself. You don't feel like yourself. You're not living your true self. So it's really hard to accept romantic love in those ways, in my opinion. A lot of people after they transition really start dating and doing things like that. And I don't think that it's like a conscious decision. I think that it just kind of happens, and I think it's just based on like deep down feelings. Like, if you don't feel comfortable with yourself and you really don't love yourself, it's really hard to like invite someone else in. Then once they transition, like, absolutely changes the dating world completely. There's so much you have to learn. There's so much that you have to experience. And I think sometimes as trans women, when somebody can give you attention and someone can give you like support, or someone can be what you thought or what is your ideal partner, you just kind of like jump on it and just like take it. And sometimes I think that trans women can move pretty fast, and I'm even guilty of this because you never had that experience of dating in your younger years. Typically, not for everybody, okay? So everyone else that had relationships in high school and had those connections in high school, whether that was a relationship, whether that was someone that they were talking to, no matter what that was, most people that were trans, in my opinion, and stories that I've heard, didn't have that. So you have to learn the dating world when you're over 18, when you're in college, when you're out of college, even 20, 21, 22, and there's so much you have to learn. So I think a lot of times that's why trans women can jump into things, because that lack of experience. That may not be the case for everybody, but that is just my opinion. When people give you attention and they give you support, I think it's really easy to latch on to that. A lot of trans people want to be loved for who they know that they are. If you're a trans woman and you're attracted to men, you want a man to love you for the woman that you are and see you as the woman that you are. That can be a factor into why trans people can be seeming so desperate, I guess you could say. And also, you have to take into consideration as well that trans people are so opened up to and subjected to hookup culture, and that is primarily a lot of interest that trans people get, no matter how old you are, no matter how far along in your transition you are. That is such a big factor, and I think can also contribute as to why people can rush into things or seem so thirsty, because when anyone shows you interest outside of sexual interest, it can be really easy to latch onto that because it's different and that's like what you want. That is a whole whole other video in itself. Hookup culture for gay people and trans people. Those are the only two things that I can talk about based on my previous experience. If you guys want a video like that, leave that down in the comments down below. So I think that that's another reason, just because of hookup culture. And I was actually just watching Lila Gibney's video, and she is a trans content creator. She's fun. She's bold, girl. She's bold. She's out there. She says whatever she wants to say. So power to her for that. But I was watching one of her videos, and that's kind of what sparked my reason to want to make this video. And in the video, it was called something about getting ghosted by a millionaire or something like that. I don't know what it was. But she had said, I was accepting these red flags and ignoring these things that should have been concerning to me because I'd never had that before. I was on the phone with him all the time because I've never had that before. Like, I was leaving social events to talk to him because I've never had that before. And that really sparked something in my head to want to make this video. You know, she's 21 years old and she's never had that before. And I think that that's part of the reason that trans women can really like become vulnerable to people. And I also think that trans women can rush into things, some trans women, because you talk about a lot really early on in a relationship that wouldn't necessarily talk about in a cis relationship, in my opinion. Like, you're talking about, when did you transition? You're talking about, you know, some of the struggles you had when you transitioned. You're talking about, you know, when did you feel like you wanted to transition as a child? And you know, your partner may ask questions just out of pure curiosity, and because you enjoy them and you feel connected to them, you're opening up and you're being vulnerable. But then at that point, it's like you're talking about so many struggles in your relationship. You're being so vulnerable about why you transitioned and how you transitioned and what you felt like and what your family was like and were people supportive, and if you did it during high school, what was high school like because of that? And then on top of that, it's like you open up about so much so early that that person knows so much about you that at that point, it just feels natural to commit like that. That's also another factor, I think, in my opinion. Maybe not every trans woman opens up like that to their partners, but I think it's also like you talk about sex. What is acceptable? What's not acceptable? What are you into? What are you not into? Is there any part of your body that you don't want me to touch? And things like that. So I think that there's so many layers to that when you're newly hanging out with somebody and newly dating someone that could really, you know, make things move along faster on top of all the other factors that I had already said. I know that this is kind of long-winded and kind of just all over the place, but you guys know how I am. I never have talking points for these, and I just kind of talk from my head and whatever I want to say. And maybe I have been guilty of it throughout my life, you know, where you don't really experience something and then you just kind of jump into it, and maybe you compromise. And I think a lot of trans women can sometimes compromise. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think on this topic. If you are trans, do you agree with anything that I said in this video about the reasons that you think maybe we jump into things, or maybe we compromise, or maybe we are thirsty? Do you disagree with me? And all the men that watch my channel, what are your thoughts on this? If you've dated trans women, do you notice that they move faster? And how would that compare to maybe a cis relationship in the longevity of how things go? Just let me know down in the comments below. Also, down in the comments below, make sure to leave me questions for a Q&A. I think that would be really fun. I've never done a Q&A on my channel, and it'll be 2 years I've had my channel in the fall. So I've had my channel for about 1.5 years now. I feel like it's time that I do a Q&A. So leave as many questions as you want down in the comments down below, and I'll make sure to answer those if I get enough to make a video. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. There are so many other trans related videos, and I made some playlists on my channel for fashion and makeup videos, for vlog videos, for trans related videos. So they're all kind of sectioned up. So if there's one aspect of my channel that you really, really like and those types of videos, you can kind of surf through all of those, and I've kind of categorized them for you. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.